Although we say no one is immune, or no economy is immune to the Eurozone debt crisis, there's still opportunities. Nigeria, for once, we can take advantage because we were largely unaffected, as it were, as countries in sub-Saharan Africa when we had that debt the financial crisis in 2009. But we weren't too affected, especially the BRIC nations. But it looks like over time we have caught that fever.
In fact, I will not totally agree with you that we're not too affected, but let's leave it at that. But if an economy like Nigeria is largely export dependent, we are tied. We are not immune from them.
Import dependent.
I'm sorry, import dependent. We keep importing from these countries. We are not immune from them. So especially how can you say that we? Okay, so we are not immune from them.
Okay, but can I get you to say that you're bullish on the naira? I've been trying to get you to say that. I've been trying to get you to say that.
Oh, I'm not bullish on the naira because.
But perhaps maybe I should ask you this question. First quarter 2013.
Well, I keep saying a lot of if. Unfortunately, we are not trading naira electronically like we trade euro and pound. So, except you're just doing some normal manual changing of funds like that. But we're in a jet age now. Everything is done electronically. So, if they can bring the euro and naira dollar in our electronic trading platform, then maybe we can be a little bullish on that.
And better scrutinize it.
But on the long, okay, let me just keep my statement.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. Thank you so much for that analysis on the naira there, on the performance of the naira. Thank you so much, Bade Ajidan. I've been talking to you, Bade Ajidan. He's a currency analyst, and we have been looking at the performance of the naira in the first half of this year, looking at it against policies that have been taken, particularly by the monetary authorities. We've also looked at it against other currencies and what other central bank governors across the globe have been doing to help support their various currencies. We'll take another quick break and we'll be right back. Trading continues at both the capital and money market. And talking about the money market, we saw rates spiking as high as 33% last week, but by Friday we saw rates coming down to around 25%. Well, that was for the call money, and we had about treasury bills worth of over 200 billion now maturing at the market last week Thursday. Well, so that provided some liquidity for the market, bringing rates down marginally. At the same time, we had the CBN also mopping up about 142 billion now through the sale of treasuries at its open market operations. That's one of the CBN's monetary policy tools that it uses to mop up excess cash as part of its fight against high inflation. Of course, we're expecting rates to perhaps trend at current levels today, but since we're going to have a foreign exchange auction today, so that will be more cash leaving the market as traders go to place orders at the CBN's official foreign exchange window. Speaking about that window today, on Friday or last week, we saw the naira ending the week strong against the dollar, closing at 158 naira 40 kobo to the greenback, while we saw the CBN selling a total of $568.7 million US dollars at the rate of 158 naira 83 kobo to the greenback. The traders have said that they're hoping that this week, Monday and Wednesday, when the Apex Bank will hold its foreign exchange auction, that it will meet full demand to help support the naira. Well, they haven't said that if they're expecting any additional sales from local units of multinational oil companies, but if that happens, there'll definitely be more support for the naira. So that's where rates are right now, still high. Still, the money market still very much illiquid at the moment, at 25% for the core money. And over to the capital market, of course, trading continues at the Nigerian stock market. And we have some stocks already in the lead, talking about the top gainers in about an hour and a half of trading. Mobile has gained about 3 naira 49 kobo so far. We have Flour Mill and Nigerian Breweries also leading other gainers right now. Flour Mill has gained 2 naira, while Nigerian Breweries has gained 1 naira 50 kobo. So perhaps we're looking at a strong close today, or a positive close today, for the Nigerian stock market. Talking about the all-share index, which is still trending above 23,000 points, although the index did shed about 1.2% for the week after rallying about just 2 or 3 days last week. It failed to hold its head above water. But analysts, many of them have been forced to revise their outlook for the rest of the year, talking about the return from the market. The market has currently returned about 13% for the year. That's a year-to-date return of the Nigerian stock market. The forecast for the rest of the year are quite bullish, and we do know that many of the stocks have rallied on the back of strong second quarter earnings, especially from banks that reported their earnings for the second quarter of this year, and some other industrial stocks. So we've also had some third quarter forecasts which look very good, some of them even much better than what these companies reported in the second quarter. So that might be an additional boost for the market when we get into the third quarter earnings season. So we might see another positive close for the stock exchange for this year. We still have a long way to go, but who knows? We just might end much bullish than we did, than the market performed last year. So, of course, trading continues. The Nigerian stock market will close at exactly 2:30 p.m. later today. Trading also continues at international stock markets. Europe is still trading. Asia is closed for the day. And we will have Wall Street, the opening bell ringing at exactly 2:30 Nigerian time. We'll have negative data that the market is still digesting. Talking about GDP growth for Japan in the second quarter of this year. That just climbed by about 0.3%. Very disappointing for the market. So we saw Asia reacting very badly to that. All the numbers were in the red. Europe is also reacting badly to those numbers, and we expect that perhaps Wall Street will also catch that fever and open soft today. But we're also still expecting some data, the U.S. consumer price data and some retail sales data. If that comes out positive, Wall Street investors may be looking at a positive close for the market. And on that note, we've come to the end of today's edition of Business Morning. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Channel's news track is at the top of the hour. I'm Esther Ogbodaga, and I'll see you tomorrow.